Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today's video is going to be a vegetarian grocery haul. So I haven't done one of these in a few months now, I don't think. But I'll leave a few linked on the screen if you haven't seen any of my previous hauls before. But I thought because I hadn't done one in a while, I've just had my food shop delivered from Sainsbury's. As I was putting it away, I just thought I'm just going to do one. I'm going to show you what I got this week for our weekly food shop. There's only 2 of us in the house. This does look like it's quite a lot of food, but literally for the past 2 weeks we've just been eating everything in the cupboards and the fridge and freezer. So last night for dinner we ended up having vegetarian meatballs, Linda McCartney ones, which are delicious, with some frozen pasta sauce and chips, because that's all we had left in the house. So we are literally down to the final few things, so we desperately needed all this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So just starting off with the toiletries to get those out of the way. Got a Nivea shower cream, just an orange that was on offer, some deodorant for me, and some little calcium chicken bones for Nala. That's our little dog. So obviously we are a vegetarian family, but she still has meaty treats and eats meaty stuff. Some toothpaste, and then moving on to dairy, some mozzarella. These are just the Sainsbury's own brand mozzarellas. They're like 43p, but they're really good. So I've got 3 of those, just some extra mature cheddar cheese and some yogurts. I also picked up this sour cream, which I don't usually buy, but if you saw a video I posted last week, which was my Too Good To Go video, we got about 10 packs of radishes, and I was googling like what on earth can you do with radishes, because I don't particularly like to eat them raw, and I found a soup recipe. So I thought I would make a radish soup, and you need sour cream for the soup, so that's what that is for. I then got 3 aubergines. Now these are actually so good, these aubergines, they look delicious. Like sometimes they're all like tiny and scriggly, but these look like very good quality aubergines. So 3 of those, that's from Melanzane, some chestnut mushrooms, and then 3 packs of these really large flat mushrooms. Now I will go through my meal plan at the end of the video, so you'll kind of realise why I need so many mushrooms. But as like a vegetarian household, we do tend to eat mushrooms so much. I got 1 single loose red bell pepper. Got some spring onions here, which are just being covered by some mixed chilies. Oh, and there's a cucumber lurking behind there. I already have some tomatoes, and I'm growing my own lettuce outside, so we didn't need any other salady bits. We just got those this week. So I also picked up this butternut squash. I don't tend to buy like prepared veg like this very often, but butternut squash is so difficult to cut into, and I always think I'm going to lose my hand. So it's just so much easier to buy the squash like this. It's actually got a really short day. I think that is today's day on it, so we need to use these tonight. That's for the butternut squash gnocchi dish. Some spinach and some sugar snap peas. I'm going to be doing a red Thai curry, so I've got some sugar snap peas for that. Some tender stem broccoli, and then just some garlic as well. I normally like to buy a large garlic bulb, but they didn't have any, so I just got a pack of 4. So I think that's it for like veg. Moving on to like pastas, so I got 2 packets of spaghetti and gnocchi and 2 penne and a rigatoni at the back. I also then got some tofu. This is for a teriyaki tofu dish, which I think I've linked the recipe to before. But a lot of these meals actually are Gusto recipes. So I'll show you the recipes at the end. I'll hopefully be able to link them if I can find them on the Gusto website. But we tend to like sign up to Gusto, and then we'll like only do a couple of weeks, and then we'll cancel our subscription, and then we'll just kind of eat the same meals because some of them are delicious. So tofu for that. I then bought some garlic puree. So I've never bought this before, but we're making a mushroom biryani, which is another Gusto recipe, and it asked for garlic paste, and this is kind of the most similar thing I could find. So never used that before, but I'm going to see what that's like. And then some tomato puree. I got the most ginormous punnet of strawberries, and they look actually delicious. Are these British strawberries? Yeah, so they are grown by Littywood Farm in Staffordshire, and they just look absolutely huge. They look beautiful. Cannot wait to eat those. 800 grams of strawberries. We go through strawberries quite a lot in this household. Blueberries, I love putting blueberries in my porridge in the morning, so I love getting those as well. I got some crispy onions. I don't normally buy these either, but again, for that mushroom biryani dish, it said you needed crispy onions, so I purchased those, and you get a massive jar here. And again, this is another Gusto recipe, and they included the crispy onions, and they were delicious, so I thought I definitely need to add those when I ever recreate the recipe. 4 passatas. I always like to just stock up on these in the cupboard, because you can always just whip up a really quick pasta dish, as long as you've got the pasta as well. So I had to make sure, and we were completely out, so I needed some more of those. Just some white basmati rice. I've been having brown rice recently. but I thought it was about time I get some more white rice. So I then got some spices. So we've got some smoked paprika and some oregano. Now usually I would like to just refill these jars, but I like these jars from Sainsbury's. So I'm trying to get like my entire spice collection into these kind of glass jars, and then I can just refill them. So as soon as I run out of like my Schwartz ones, I'm then rebuying them in the Sainsbury's to be able to then refill them. I know it's probably slightly wasteful, but they just look nice and uniform all together, and it saves me just actually having to decant them into other spice jars. These are my favourite kind. So that's what I'm doing with those. Got a coconut milk, that's for the red Thai curry. Got a vegan basil pesto, because basil pesto usually contains parmesan, so this one is the only kind of vegetarian one. It's actually quite expensive, I think, for pesto. It's £2.60 a jar, but Ruben likes to have that for his lunches with just pasta, some pitted Greek Kalamata olives. I find these are the nicest olives ever, so they're definitely my favourite. Soy sauce and mirin, these are for the teriyaki tofu dish. We do have a little bit of this left, but I didn't want to run out, so I thought I'd just pick up some more. Some very lazy ginger, so these were on offer. I wouldn't typically buy this kind of ginger, but it was only £1 for this jar, and I've been buying like bags of ginger recently and they just get mouldy so quickly. So I thought, because we don't use ginger that often, I'm just going to get this, and then it saves me buying and wasting actual ginger. Got some Oatly barista style oat milk. That's my favourite oat milk. It foams up really well and it's delicious in oat milk lattes. I got the chia batter rolls. That's for like a Vietnamese mushroom burger cut type dish, which again is a gusto recipe. I'll see if I can link it below because it's actually incredible. It's like our favourite burgery type dish at the moment. Some part-baked baguettes just to have in the freezer or the cupboard just in case of emergencies. We always kind of need like, oh, do we have any baguettes in? And we never have any. I'm going to try and start keeping a pack in the cupboard. Some garlic bread. This is a bit of an indulgent addition to one of our pasta dishes this week. We wouldn't normally buy garlic bread, but I just really fancied it, so I picked some of that up. And then some serene malt loaf. Like, I haven't had this in years. I used to have this at school. My mum used to put this in my packed lunch at school, and I just saw it and really fancied it, so I picked that up for me. And then these are Ruben's like snack bars for work, some yogurt go-aheads, 71 calories per bar. He really likes those. And then finally some cereal. So Ruben typically would eat this. I normally just have porridge, just some wheat biscuits, like Weetabix basically, but Sainsbury's own brand. And then finally moving on to these three items here. Now if you've seen any of my previous grocery hauls, you'll know I like to use cashback apps to get like freebies and money off food. So I use the Shopmium app this time, so I'll put like a little screen capture on the screen here and just show you kind of how you use the app. So basically I got these for a great price. So the Costa coffee latte, caramel latte, that was a try for 50p, so I think it's £1.75 usually. So I got £1.25 off that. So I'm going to have that with my for my tea break in a minute. This Smarties chocolate orange bar was 50% off, so you could obviously try that at 50p as well. And then this Persil antibacterial laundry cleanser, I think this is a new launch, I've not seen this before, and I do actually tend to use laundry cleanser. I use the Dettol one. This was only £2. I think it's £4 full price and you got £2 cash back. So this only cost me £2. So they are some great little bargains, and often you can get things for like completely free on the app as well. And if you refer people, you also get money off and they get like an extra freebie as well. So I'll leave my refer a friend link for Shopmium and also GreenJinn, which is another cashback app I love. I will leave them all linked down below. So that is everything. I think a relatively healthy haul this week. Lots of fruit and veg. Obviously I've still got so much plastic, I'm really trying to work on that. I might get one of those sort of veg boxes, or I don't know, let me know if you've tried like one of those veg boxes, how are they? Because in this country it's really difficult to buy kind of loose veg and like stuff like that from the supermarket, especially like mushrooms and things. I've never found mushrooms and things like that to come loosely. But yeah, I'm working on it, I'm trying. when I can, I will buy stuff loose, obviously like the aubergines and the peppers, but everything else kind of tends to come in packaging, which is a shame, but I am working on it, making small changes where I can. So here's just like another overview of the shopping this week. So I do hope you liked seeing what I picked up this week in our food shop. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. I kind of have like a lifestyle channel. It's kind of a bit of a mashup of everything. So if you just like random videos from food, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, renovations, all that kind of thing, make sure you do stick around to see more. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.